has their notes in front of them right now, right? 1.4. A lot of what we're going to do today is kind of tie up some of the things that we've looked at in the first three sections. And part of us evaluating these expressions is going to come back to the order of operations that we were looking at in the last section. So just want to make some clarifications about some statements regarding order of operations. Quick question for you. You don't need to write this down. Okay, 4 minus 2 plus 1. Raise your hand when you know the answer. 4 minus 2 plus 1. Should be very elementary. Raise your hand when you think you know it. 2 people know it. 3 people know it.
3. Oh.
What's your answer, Ez? You're good. Go ahead. 4.
3.
I'm hearing 3. Anybody agree? How many agree with 3? I guess that's the first question. Anybody have a different answer? Anybody go with 1? Did you really go with 1?
No.
Okay. Guys, what do I do here first? Subtraction or addition?
Subtraction.
Why? Okay. What I want you to understand about what's in the notes today is this. Addition and subtraction are treated as equals. Okay? So you do addition and subtraction in order from left to the right. Okay, so right here, 4 minus 2 is going to be a 2, and then 2 plus 1 puts you back up to 3. Okay, some people in the past, just making sure that we've got this clear, some people in the past have done addition before what? Subtraction. Okay, you've got to do them in order from left to right. So back on the notes in the first page, really what we're going to look at vocab-wise today is order of operations and how we use order of operations to evaluate expressions. So right here, guys, here's kind of a roadmap for you to figure out order of operations. And guys, the first thing that you always do, I'll put a P in there, the best letter in the alphabet, but that P in order of operations is going to stand for doing any what first? What's it say here? Yeah, anything inside of parentheses you're always going to want to do first. All right? It makes sense to everybody? Okay. And then what do you think the E is going to stand for? You're going to do that second, so you're going to handle anything with an exponent. Okay? This one here is pretty important. All right? The third thing you'll look at doing, this is pretty important. And the thing I want to stress to you is this. Multiplication or division in order from where to where? The thing I want to point out is this. Multiplication and division are treated as equals. Okay? If I have division before multiplication, do the division. If that's switched and multiplication's before the division, do the multiplication first. And then lastly down here, addition or subtraction. Addition or subtraction, very important. We kind of talked about in just that example we looked at. But addition or subtraction, they're treated as equals as well. And you will always do addition or subtraction from what again? What's it say? Left to right. So keeping in mind right here, multiplication and division, they're treated as equals. And then I get to that last step. Addition or subtraction, they're treated as equals. So the rule that would take place here, or you would have to follow, in other words, would be do that stuff in order from left to right. Okay? Kind of an example here about order of operations right here. You guys, subconsciously do orders of operations in your head already. And here's kind of an example, all right? I want you guys to take about a minute, read through this problem right here, and come up with a solution to it, okay? Read through this problem, come up with your own solution to it, and then I'm going to call on somebody to kind of explain to me what their reasoning is for the solution. So go ahead and do that. Take a minute and try that example. We're on example 1. When you think you've got a total cost to this problem, go ahead and check with a neighbor around you. got total costs yet here? Jacob, what'd you get?
I got 11.75.
1175. Anything different? Ariana?
I got 12.75.
1275. Christian, you had your hand up. 1275 also. Any other costs? Okay, how about volunteer to explain to me maybe what we did here? Anybody want to kind of talk about what we did? Oh, come on, I think we can help.
4 times 125.
Okay, why are you doing 4 times 125 here? Because there were 4 hamburgers for $1.25 each. You guys agree with that? Okay, what'd you do after that? 3 times 2. 3 cheeseburgers, $2 a piece. Okay. What else did you do? Yeah.
Well, it's just 75 cents because it's $1 off.
Okay, so you're kind of ahead of the curve a little bit. She says, let's just add 75 cents here because she's already taken $1 off here, isn't she? Would you guys agree? Everybody agree? So she's got this $1.75 that she wants to add, but she's going to go right ahead and subtract $1 from it. Okay? Guys, I have a question. Can I just add the 125 and the $2 first and then multiply by 4 and 3? Quit throwing stuff in the back of the room, please. It'd be appreciated.
No.
All right. 4 and 3. Can I just add these up here and then multiply by 4 and then multiply by 3? Or do I have to do the multiplication first to make this work out? Okay, doesn't that kind of go in line with the order of operations? You got to multiply before you can add. Okay, so you're saying, you know, subconsciously I got to multiply this out. Doesn't that turn out to be, is that 5 right there? 4 times $1.25 is 5. 3 times 2 was what value? 6. Okay. Then I got to add in $1.75, don't I? But I've got that coupon to get $1 off, so what are we going to subtract after this? We would subtract $1. So if I added these first 3 up and subtract $1, what total do you get? What's 5 and 6 add up to, gang? 11. And 175 would be 1275, right? But we have to subtract what now? $1. You understand how we did the multiplication first before I had to add and subtract there? So what's the correct solution over here? 1175. Don't forget to compensate for that $1 off. All right, so 1175 was correct. So guys, we use this stuff every day and stuff like this, don't we? Okay. So you've already been exposed to it. You know the order up here, so let's get to the heart of the matter on the second page here. Let's, I guess before I move on, any questions about that first page? Gnarly. Okay. Order of operations examples. What I'm going to tell you is this. Follow that menu that I gave you at the top of the first page. So I'm going to kind of zoom in on this a bit so we can see our problems up here. And take a look at what we've got up here, guys. We just want to evaluate these using order of operations. All right? So I always go through the menu up there. What was the first thing I said we had to look at? What was the first thing I said you had to look at in any evaluation problem? Izzy. Got to look at parentheses. Do I have parentheses in this example? I do. Where is it at? It's 12 minus what? What am I going to replace this value with? Okay, so this becomes, and you're going to want to show your work for this. 48 plus 4 to what power still? Okay, and then divide 8. Okay, so we've eliminated all the parentheses in that first step. So second step then, look at any exponents. Are there any exponents as of the position we're in right now? There is. 4 to the what? So I want to erase this. We're going to evaluate that. That's the only exponent there. This will become 48 plus what, gang? 16, divide by 8. So the exponents are done. All right. Then the third question, any multiplication or division involved here? So I've got to do what here? Carrie, you're going to put your hand up.
Divide 16 divided by 8.
Okay, so you're going to do this part right here. And this will become 48 plus what, Carrie?
2.
Carrie, what's my evaluation going to be in the end?
50.
50. Okay? Guys, if I ask myself those 4 questions, are there any parentheses? Handle those. Are there any exponents? Handle those. Do your multiplication, division, left to right. Do your addition and subtraction, left to right. Stuff we should be able to handle, right? Okay with that? Okay, let's try another one together, all right? I kind of want to make note of the second problem. Whoops, I didn't want that to happen. Oh, darn. Hold on one second, please. Okay, there's what we want. Guys, notice right here in this example, instead of having parentheses here, we've also around the parentheses got these brackets right here. Now, anytime you see brackets like this right here, I want you to understand those are treated just like parentheses. And I'm going to put a note up here. When you have a set of parentheses inside brackets right here, start with the innermost. Start with the innermost set of parentheses. Okay. So right here, guys, do you agree that 12 minus 4 is inside those brackets right there? Do you guys agree with that?
Yep.
Okay. So I need to start with a 12 minus 4. So this 12 minus 4 is going to turn into what value? 8. So here's how I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to put the bracket down. I'm going to put an 8, and then I've got 8 times what here? 8 times 2 plus what value? 11. Don't forget to bring down that last bracket. Divided by 3. Now we've taken care of the innermost set of parentheses right here. Okay? Everybody agree there? All right. Now, those brackets are still like parentheses. So really, how many sets of parentheses were there here to take care of? 2. Okay? Inside this set of parentheses, you've got some multiplication and you've got some addition. What am I going to handle first in that set of parentheses? Multiplication comes before addition. So help me out here. I'm not very good at this. Product of 8 and 2. 16 and 16 plus the 11 here. So this mess right here is really going to be 27 divided by what? Okay, and then how about that quotient? Where are you at? So evaluation-wise, we are at a 9. Okay? Good to go? Good so far? All right. Let's kind of hustle through here. I want to try and make sure we get through this today. Hopefully we do. If we don't, not the end of the world. But what I'd like you to do is take a minute or two and try these 2 problems on your own. Okay? See what you come up with. Guys, between this set of parentheses and this set of brackets, assume that there's like a multiplication sign in between here. Everybody see where I'm pointing at? You guys all see that? What kind of signs between this set of parentheses and the brackets? Multiplication. All right, you guys take a minute or two and give those a shot. See what you come up with. All right. If you get stuck, ask a neighbor or someone around you to help you. I have no idea. I'll look out my windows and check. Can't tell.
Go look in the hallway.
You guys lock me
Yes,
out.
because there's windows to outside in the hallway.
No, it's down there.
Makes sense if you don't think about it.
You show of hands. How many need more time right now? Okay. Keep on working here. Keep on working. I'm going to go ahead and start writing some stuff down as you're working here. Try and speed this up a bit. And when I put my steps down, you tell me if I'm doing things correctly or incorrectly. Most of you should be pretty much through the first one. You guys agree with where I'm at so far? 40 times 19. Did you guys get a product of 760 for that? How many got 760? Quite a few of us. Guys, right here, this set of parentheses, 12 divided by 4 became my what? 3. So in brackets, it was 16 plus 3 yet, wasn't it? Everybody agree? Isn't this set of parentheses going to become a value of 40 out front? Everybody agree? Yeah? Okay. So 40 times 19 is what this becomes. That 16 and 3 is going to become a 19. Have to do that because it's in parentheses, so 760. All right. How about a volunteer to talk me through the second one here? Okay, Jaden, you're up, buddy.
First do 4 cubes, which is 64.
Okay, so this part right here is 64, and then you're still in parentheses, right? So that.
Subtract 64 by 2, and it's 62.
Okay, so this is really going to get rewritten as 15 plus the 64 minus the 2 would be 62 divided by 2. Excellent. Okay. If you don't have that down, get that down. All right, Jaden, my next step then, please.
Divide 62 by 2,
Which is?
31.
All right, so this is now the sum of 15, and we got to get rid of that part. Division before addition. So what's your sum of 15 and 31 there? 46. Excellent. Okay. Oh. Okay, very good. That's not 4b, that's 46, okay? 46 is what that should be. All right. Give me a show of hands. You guys have that down already? Okay. Any questions so far? I want to finish this up here. All right, last thing, and this page is very, very important. Okay, so you might want to make a note to say, hey, this is important stuff. Okay. I think you guys already have some X's and some 1's written on there already. Is that correct? For this shape right here, do you have some X's and 1's written already?
Yeah.
Is it on the left side and the top or the left side and the bottom? Left side and the top? Okay, let's hustle through this here. You guys pay good attention and I won't give you an assignment today, all right? Is that how I've labeled stuff right there?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the part where things get kind of confusing because we've talked about writing expressions for perimeters and we've talked about writing expressions for areas. Now this is the part where you have to differentiate the two. Okay? For the area part right up here, I'm just going to make the note. You are counting your shapes. Okay? I have some big squares up here. Help me remember the area of my squares again. These were both what?
X squared.
How many x squareds are up here?
2.
There's 2 of them. So I'm going to start my area expression as 2x to the what?
Second power.
Okay? Then I've got some skinny rectangles up there. Each rectangle represented an area of x. How many skinny rectangles are up there?
5.
There are 5 of them. 3 of them here, 2 of them here. So plus what now?
5x.
Plus 5x. And then finally, I've got some little squares. Add how much? 3. Okay? All right, we'll pick up the area evaluation here tomorrow, but do you guys understand, first of all, the area expression? That was the same thing as last section, right? Don't go on me yet. I want to get the perimeter down yet, so hang on. Okay? The perimeter part of this, then, is just count the outside. Count on the outside. This is what you're doing. And listen carefully here before we finish up here. All right? Guys, have I labeled all the distances on the outside, or do we need to label some more stuff on the outside?
And label more stuff.
You got to do the bottom and the right side. Everybody agree? Help me with this quickly. What's the distance from top to here?
X.
Would be an X. This down here, the short distance on the outside would be a 1. How many 1's down here?
3.
Squeeze them in here in red. How many, or how long are these last 2 on this long side on the bottom? Okay. Going all the way around that now, after I've labeled everything for my perimeter or the distance around it, how many X's are all the way around that?
6.
Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my perimeter expression would start out 6x. And then how many 1's all the way around that?
7, 8.
8.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the right side, 7. left side would be 8. Before I send you out with no assignment today, thank you, Mr. Parson. Do you understand the difference in expressions as one relates to area and the other to perimeter? Okay. Keep that thought, have that part parked in your head when you get back tomorrow. We'll have a lot of time to work on some things. Any questions for me at all? Okay. Good job today.